Today, we will provide an overview of the Glock 19 Gen 5, presented by Forcecom Armory Portsmouth. The Glock 19 Gen 5 is chambered in 9mm with a magazine capacity of 15 rounds. The Glock 19 Gen 5 incorporates the Safe Action System, which features 3 safeties: the trigger safety, firing pin safety, and the drop safety. As always, anytime you are handling a firearm, adhere to your weapons safety rules. Treat all firearms as if they are loaded. Always maintain proper muzzle control. Keep finger off the trigger until on target and ready to shoot. Know your target and what is beyond it. Pistol nomenclature for the Glock 19 Gen 5 are as follows: muzzle and barrel, front sight, slide, ambidextrous slide stop lever, a rear sight, extractor, ejector, frame, magazine well, magazine catch, magazine release, trigger, trigger safety, trigger guard, and accessory rail. For unloading procedures, point the pistol in a safe direction, press the magazine catch button. Ensure the magazine is removed. Rotate the weapon inboard. Rack the slide to the rear at least 3 times to ensure no rounds are in the gun. Lock the slide to the rear. Do visual and physical inspections of the chamber and magazine well. Look away and recheck. Return weapon to readiness condition. For field stripping procedures of the Glock 19 Gen 5, verify the pistol is not loaded. Squeeze the trigger so that the engagement between the firing pin and the trigger bar will have been released. Grasp the pistol over the top of the slide as shown and retract the slide approximately 1/8 of an inch to the rear. Note: if you move the slide further than 1/8 of an inch to the rear, you may cause the action to reset the trigger. With the slide slightly retracted, press down on both sides of the slide lock and push the slide assembly forward, removing it from the frame. With thumb and forefinger, grasp the recoil spring assembly and compress the recoil spring forward and pull up to remove the recoil assembly. Grasp the barrel by the bottom lug and lift it clear of the slide. The Glock 19 Gen 5 can be broken down into 4 main groups: slide, frame, barrel, and recoil spring assembly. Reassemble the firearm in reversed order. The following are procedures for conducting a safety function check on the Glock 19 Gen 5 once reassembled. Cycle a slide to the rear. Slide should move smoothly and should not lock open. With the slide forward, pull down on the slide lock. Slide lock should not move. With the slide to the rear, pull down on the slide lock. Slide lock should move down and spring up on release. Hold forward pressure on the slide and hold the pistol over a soft surface and press the trigger. Slide should not disengage from the slide lock or move forward. With your finger off the trigger, cycle a slide. Trigger should reset. Without pressing the trigger safety lever, try to dry fire the pistol. Trigger should not move to the rear without depressing the trigger safety lever. With the muzzle elevated, press the trigger to the rear. Pull the slide to the rear and slowly let it go forward. Slide should return completely. Slowly release the trigger. Trigger should reset. Insert an empty magazine and pull slide to the rear. Slide should lock open and the slide stop lever should be fully in the slide stop notch. Pull on the magazine. Magazine should not come out. To press the magazine catch and remove the magazine, Magazine should fall freely from the pistol. Pull the slide to the rear and release it. The slide should disengage from the slide stop lever and move forward into battery. Press the trigger. While holding the trigger to the rear, shake the pistol forward and back. The firing pin should be free in the firing channel. Once you have completed your safety function check, return the firearm to readiness condition.